same list. Ain't a single thing that can change it, I'm changing it. Get your dollar straight and circulate, then gang with it. Aim for your partner, pocket and pop, that's dangerous. If you ain't with it, you throwing off.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Miami Dolphins. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. You talk about this Miami defense. Well, they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Lance. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And here comes Berrios. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 29-yard line.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Here's A-Chain to begin the drive. Marcus Peters up to make the tackle.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Second and 5. A-Chain here. They stay on the ground. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That good for 19 and a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Play action. Now it's Tua. And the Raiders have got him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
A give up the middle to H.A.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
Okay, didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Interesting decision here. Opening drive, Charles. 4th and short. You're in field goal range. We'll see what they do.
I just shake a fist at my offense and say, go get it, guys, because if you can't pick up 4th and short here, we're probably in trouble the rest of the game. Show some confidence, show some aggressiveness, go pick it up.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Running right, here's H.A.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Again, it's H.A.
And same result. He's going to take this just to the line of scrimmage before running into a brick wall. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa escaping the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, anytime someone tells me their fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a 3rd down attempt.
The kick by Sanders is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So what a turnaround there. A roughing call on the field goal try leads to 1st and goal.
H.A. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
It looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on 1st and goal, and they sent that play backwards.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Looking to pass. Tua.
They set up the screen to H.A. touchdown! Devon A-Chain with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. The touchdown giving them the first quarter lead. Remember, they lost a rough game 2 weeks ago. Then they had to sit through the open week, but a good start here.
And just think about everyone around them, everyone around the organization. When you lose headed into that open week, everyone's cringing because you don't have a chance to get on the horse and ride it again for at least 2 weeks. Well, they were able to take that time, use it constructively, and now they're back in form.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Khalil Herbert to return it from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
17.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Dolphins 7, Raiders 0.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing now is Lance. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Here we go. Here we go. Steal. Check steal.
Here's Jacobs on first and 10. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for first.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Ready.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Right. Steal. Black. Watch out now. Safety steal. Slide through. Hut.
Lance looking to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off. and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 70 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. So not quite out of danger just yet. Still backed up a bit, but only need a few inches here on second down. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. The Dolphins at 6-3 on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw caught by Higgins. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
From the 21, here's a 2nd and 5. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Divine Diablo dropping him behind the line of scrimmage. The pressure that time right up the middle, and he was able to wiggle in there pretty easily and get the sack.
Yeah, sometimes you end up getting caught in a little bit of a breakdown about who to block up front, and that creates the gap there, and he took full advantage, got to the quarterback, and finished off the sack.
On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, there's a give to A-Chain. And able to get this one across the 35 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Tua now on first down. He gets this one to Johnson. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down.
Ready. Come on,
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL.
Ready.
This 2nd and 4.
32 stairs.
From the gun, it's Tua. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll run for it with A-Chain. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He'll buy some time right. This will be caught. It's Waddle. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make the score 14-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. On play action, Lance. His throw incomplete.
They're giving him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Lance. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. Off of play action, here's Lance. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, there's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. Lance now to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. So they'll accept that penalty, and that will, of course, move the football up the field. And that last penalty makes his 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
Here we go. Set. Snap. Ready. Ready.
Play action. Now it's Lance. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now a play fake. Lance. Flush to his right. Pass thrown to Adams. He's got it on the crossing route. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Looking deep for Adams. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
3rd quarter begins with a run from A-Chain. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Hustling through to break that play up, Max Crosby.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
21G.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Hey, 21 TA.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take over once once again at their own 37-yard line. So that, Charles, may be the play that this defense has been looking for.
They've hung in there, and if they lose this game, it won't be from a lack of effort on their part. The key question is, can the offense finally do something? Because we're into the third quarter, and a 0 is still glowing on the scoreboard.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Lance. That is caught. Well, they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 37-yard line. Jacobs going to try the middle. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From the 35, here's a 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Lance. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
An audible here to get a new look.
Black one. Yellow one.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. 4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Hand off to H.A. to begin the drive. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 132 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On play action, here's Tua. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
3rd quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it. Don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Now Tua. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
Ready, set.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
36 yards on the play.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Okay.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now Lance looking to change it up.
Hey, go Fury. Ready.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
This is 2nd and 8. Lance going to throw. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. So he stopped for no gain. And 3rd and 8 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Lance to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Escaping the pressure right. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready up.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Carlson for the Raiders field goal. 8:57 yards.
And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11. And that one, just an absolute killer. A chance to get this back within 1 score.
All hope not gone yet. But at the same time, you're exactly right. They needed to get back within 1 score and have a motivated defense take the field in order to get it back for them for one last big drive.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
2nd and 10.
21G.
Throw caught by A-Chain. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. A-Chain now up the middle. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Max Crosby able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
On 2nd down, a run by A-Chain. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 27-yard line.
That's good for a Miami Dolphin.
3, kick.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Tua. Rolling to his right. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury?
because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A gain of 29 yards. And the Las Vegas.
On play action, Lance. He'll let this go for Adams. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Ready.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. In motion right, Dorsett. Lance again here on 2nd and 10. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Now this crowd into it now. 3rd and 2.
On the ball. On the ball.
Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Lance now on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jacobs. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Same target. It's Jacobs again. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
Now 2nd down and a few inches. On 2nd down, here's Lance. And it's caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Raiders have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Dolphins are going to recover. The tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. huge play at this point in the game.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Lance. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Flushed out right. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
He has Mayer complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Las Vegas.
Lance looking to throw. Flush to his right. Gets this to Myers. And they'll get him down after a gain of 7, but they'll happily give him that.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Lance back to throw. Steps away. And this one is incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Let's go.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Strike.
Desperation time here. Lance. Pass complete. It's Adams. And he is going to have a Raiders first down.